Welcome back, guys, to another video. We have some big news, and this is a Leroy rebuild video, and we are going to be making some pretty drastic changes to the car. We've got to share this big news with you now because it is time sensitive and it's all going to make sense at the end of the video. But the first thing we have to do is address, rightio, before we review any news, we've got to talk about this thing right here. A lot of you have spotted it in the comments. We bought an eBay steering wheel. A major issue with these 200 series Landcruisers is the steering wheels. Bought this aftermarket RM Williams steering wheel cover. It's done a really good job, but I'm going to reveal what's actually underneath, and it is pretty shocking. Pete Murray'd, it's seen better days, this wheel, so I'll show you that. It is cracked, nasty looking. I wanted to invest in this wheel because you spend a lot of time literally staring at this thing when you're driving around Australia, so I wanted it to be nice. So check out the replacement. All right, it's getting scary. There's 3 tabs that let this centerpiece, the airbag piece, pop out. And one thing that I want to make mention to is that you want to keep your wheel as straight as possible. I know mine's slightly this way, but you want to get it as straight as possible when you do this, because once you pull this wheel off, you're not going to know where your wheel actually is in relation to center. So make sure it's centered before you do it. And be very gentle with all these little pieces. This is your airbag detonator. And these little clips have to pop off now, and then we can pull the whole wheel off. The next step, you're gonna need a 19. Like I said, you wanna get your wheel dead straight, like that, as straight as it can be. My steering lock's on, which is a good thing. Steering wheel's not gonna move. But you got a 19, and you're just gonna crack this nut here. Some cars are easy, some cars are hard. You might have to give it a whack on one side or the other. There we go. Don't be shy with it. Let's just keep that clock spring dead straight. Oh, I'd say a year, because this thing here is about $700 from Toyota, and what that does is the wires are coiled up in here, and that's allowing it to spin when you spin the wheel without snapping the wires off, if that makes sense. You break this, it'll take away your stability control, traction control, literally everything on the car that's good for stability, this thing affects. So there we go, the wheel is off. Time to put on the new wheel. Trying to get this on without turning anything. And then we're going to get that same nut. Obviously pull your SRS airbag systems through. All right, now this just clicks back in. Bang, bang, bang. How good is that?
That's so fancy, what the heck?
Looks sick, eh?
That's so cool. Is that the 300 one?
It's even better, it's the GR one. Wheel looks insane. That was such a cool install. I'm gonna see how it goes. Obviously it's aftermarket, so yeah, don't know if it's like super great quality yet, but we'll see. The Toyota one definitely wasn't. We got it done, half an hour, everything works. I'm gonna take it for a drive, make sure, you know, the ergonomics of the wheel look pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a race car steering wheel, but all the buttons work, which I'm stoked about. And that's the danger when you go aftermarket wheels. You just don't know if it's gonna cooperate with the rest of your car, because it's not a factory thing. So yeah, I'm frothing this. It looks way better, makes the car feel way newer. Freaking stoked. Rightio, so the steering wheel has been great, don't get me wrong. The reason we didn't promote it straight away, and my hair's a lot longer now, so it's been a few months, we filmed that at the start of the year, is because it was an eBay steering wheel. We didn't want to promote it until it was we knew it was good stuff. So far all the buttons have worked perfectly. Nothing has been out of character for a steering wheel. It's done exactly what it's meant to do, steer the car. And yeah, I was actually expecting it because it was quite cheap. Well, I didn't know what to think, but so far, super impressed. The one thing that is certain about this steering wheel is it makes the car look way better. So it improves, it facelifts this interior, and yeah, it is really sick. Now, this grab handle, a lot of people have been asking about the grab handle, and this is, again, another eBay thing, and the verdict's still out on this. Obviously it's got some switches on it, but yeah, I'm still not sold on it. So I was just testing this out for a company, doing a bit of R&D for them, and yeah, still not sold on that. But a lot of keen eyes in the comments. Every week we're getting asked about the steering wheel. Every week we're getting asked about the grab handle. Now I reckon it's time that we reveal the big changes on Leroy.
And this is going to polarize the public's opinion, I think. Some people are going to love it, some people are going to absolutely hate it.
Today's video is proudly brought to you by Insta360 X6. As travel creators, we like to keep our gear super simple so we're not carrying heaps of stuff in the car and caravan, which is the great thing about the Insta360 X6. It's 3-in-1. So you've got your 360-degree camera there. Then you've also got InstaFrame 2.0, which keeps your subject in the center as well as giving you nice smooth footage. Then you've got single lens mode, which is your traditional wide angle shot. One of our favorite features of this camera is the invisible selfie stick. So you stretch it out and you get those third person drone-like shots without having to fly your drone. So it's great for the days where you can't be bothered packing your drone, or if you're not allowed to fly your drone where you are. You can pop this out and you're going to get yourself those cool drone shots without having to fly it. The Insta360 is a rugged adventure camera, which is exactly what we need. We're always four-wheel driving, fishing, snorkeling, surfing. So we're super excited to take this on a few trips up north and see what it's really made of. So you might have noticed a little smiley face on my shirt and been thinking, what is that? That is our new mic Air. So these are super easy. You just clip them on, you forget they're there, and it syncs up straight to your Insta360 so that when you watch the video back, you're getting nice crisp audio. Both of these products are going to be a great addition to our setup, but one of our favorite features is the AI director. So this actually takes all of the editing work out for you, and while you've plugged your camera in charging, it auto edits your clips from the day and sends a finished version to your phone so that you don't have to do any editing. And if you use our discount code down below, you'll receive a free gift with purchase with selected Insta360 products.
Check. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle. Who throws a dick around? Bound to go 3 plat. Came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press. Let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terror.
Blah, blah, blah. Rightio, guys, I know what you're thinking. That is a completely different looking car, and I agree. Let us know in the comments below. Do you like the look of these new wheels? Now, to give you a little rundown about what we've selected here, this is an ROH Assault wheel. It is a 17x9 with a positive 35 offset. And the reason we've gone positive 35 is because it's completely legal with our superior GVM. If we had gone 0 and given Leroy a little bit of stance, a little bit of poke, it wouldn't be legal and there'd be no point doing it. But the cool thing about these ROH Assaults, especially in the machine finish in the external black lip, is it makes the tyres, the black lip makes the tyres look a lot bigger than what they are, which is great. The illusion of bigger size tyres. The best part about these ROH Assaults is that they've got a 1650 kilo load rating. So they are well over load rated, and if you are putting aftermarket wheels on your car, if it's got an upgraded GVM, make sure you look into this, because a lot of wheels on the market simply aren't rated to what the car can carry, which makes them null and void. You're asking for trouble, really. Made sure that these have plenty, 1650 per corner, so do the math on that times 4. They're an absolute fantastic looking wheel. They're strong as buggery, we've proven that. I personally love the look of the machine finish. I wish I did this a lot sooner. I reckon the silver car with the silver wheels really goes nicely. And we've actually wrapped these wheels in a completely different rubber. So wheels and tyres would have to be the most modded item on anyone's vehicle. Now, over the past few years, we've been running Maxxis Razor mud terrain tyres, and don't get me wrong, they've been a fantastic tyre. The first Maxxis Razor set that we had were mud terrain, and they went around the country. I think we got 110,000 kilometers out of them, and for muddies, that is incredibly good. That made me get them again. However, the set that we just had recently, we only got 50,000 out of, which is pretty bad. So something's changed, whether the rubber compound, the factory, I don't know what it is, but I thought, bugger it, let's try something new. I put a post up on the 200 series forum, and I got a unanimous decision that Nitto, everyone said Nitto are making some fantastic tyres at the moment. So I went and bought these Nittos, paid full price for them, so we are going to see how they go. Now, I've done 10,000 kilometers with them. So far, I'm impressed. Load rating wise, obviously, they're good for our GVM, which is really important. One thing I have noticed, we've done a trip with them already, is bagging them out. They have a much thicker sidewall. So the sidewalls of the car tyres don't bulge out as much. Obviously, you get that elongation like you want when you're on the beach, increasing that surface area, but they don't bulge out as much, which is a good thing. It means there's thicker rubber there, but it also means no bulge is less chance of spiking the sidewalls, which is very, very common when you let your tyres down. So that's fantastic. The only negative I'll say, they're a little bit louder than our Maxxis Muddies. But like I said, that could change as they wear in. It could actually get worse as well, we'll see. But I'm gonna keep you up to date with the Nittos. They're an aggressive looking tyre, especially with these sidewall blocks. And it really sets Leroy off with this ROH combo. I'm really, really stoked with it. Forgot to mention the size. So they're a 295 70 17 inch. So it's a 33.8, I believe, inch tyre. Fully legal with our GVM lift kit here. That was very important to keep it all within its means. What do you guys reckon? I reckon Leroy looks super badass now. It's a bit of a gangster mobile. Rightio, time for the big news. Now, we've been keeping this from yous for a little bit, and it is time to tell yous that we have picked up our brand new caravan. And speaking of caravans, and before I reveal it, while you guys guess what caravan we've got now, have a look at all the places we went in the SKT Signature Series. Rightio, so next week we are posting a caravan walk around reveal video. I hope you guys can stay tuned for that one and join us as we reveal it. It's super exciting for us, and like I said, let us know in the comments below what you guys think we're going to be getting. And straight away after that caravan reveal, guess what? We are taking a brand new caravan and we're going to take it up north to remote campsites and really christen this thing. So we've got epic trips planned. We'll see you next week. Cheers, guys.